Hello and welcome to the Neverita Hero Showcase. Neverita is a ranged nuker who excels in farming, supporting allies, and controlling enemies. Her skills offer versatility and burst damage when used properly. Her first ability is Thunderball. It stuns and damages enemies and causes splash damage to nearby enemies. Her second ability is Howling Wind. It damages all enemies on cone and turns them around. It also increases their turning duration. This ability is extremely useful when an enemy is chasing you, because if you use it on them, it'll turn them around and give you a chance to run away. Her third ability is Wind Blessing. It restores an ally's mana and increases their movement speed. Her ultimate is Thunderclap. She releases glowing orbs that float in the air for a moment, then target nearby enemies, causing the same effect as Thunderball. I notice my teammate's in trouble, so I run down to help him. Using Howling Wind, I slow down the enemy and their pursuit. I save my ally, and I pick up the kill. It's very important when using Thunderclap to make sure that there's no creeps around, that way it'll target your enemies. I do this here and I pick up a kill and an assist. Here's an example of using Thunderclap improperly. The creeps take all the damage while my enemies take none of it. It's dangerous to be alone when Neverita has her ult off cooldown, as seen here. Neverita has weak physical damage, but her farming with Howling Wind and Thunderball are great when coupled together. When chasing down enemies, remember to use Wind Blessing as it increases your movement speed, allowing you to catch up to them. I use my boots to catch up to Merrick, and use a stun on Thunderball to buy my team enough time to grab a kill. Her ult does massive damage. It kills Elder Worm with over half life, even though he thinks he's safe at his tower. The tracking on Thunderclap is really good. Once a target has been locked on, it's really hard to outrun. I use Howling Wind to spin around Gyro, making sure he dies. I pop my ultimate to initiate, then a fight breaks out. I end up chasing down my enemies using Wind Blessing to regen mana and increase my movement speed. Then at the end, I deter Mizrafel from chasing with using Howling Wind to damage her and spin her around. Because of the mana regen and movement speed on Wind Blessing, I'm able to stay in this very long fight. While in team fights, it's important to remember that Neverita is a squishy character. Remember to keep a safe distance so you're not targeted. I use Thunderball on Merrick to stun him and kill Elder Worm with the splash damage. Merrick gets away in the end, but because of my support and my constant regen, I'm able to stay in the fight and make sure that we don't lose this team fight. If you're looking for a ranged nuker who brings a lot to a team fight, Neverita is your hero of choice. Until next time, this is Pariah reminding you to check out the links below and visit us at aeriagames.com.